Hello there folks, and thanks for joining me once again. Today's fly, I'm going to tie you up a fly I came across on YouTube. I've never tied it. It's called the gray drake wet fly, and I thought it was a pretty cool looking fly, so I'm going to tie a few up and put them in my wet fly box, and I thought I'd share this one with you, and hopefully you'll have the materials and maybe you'll want to give this one a try as well. So I'll show you how I put this one together. And I'll get this guy the vise here, a fresh hook in, and we'll get started. Alrighty, I'm tying him on the big size for the video, a size 8 standard wet fly hook. But you go ahead and use your favorite wet fly hook. I'm using a Mustad 33.99. And we'll get that locked down in the vise here. And we're going to start out with white thread because the body is a white floss and I don't want it black thread showing through it. So, we're going to start a little ways behind the eye here. Put a hook eye length or so, and then we're just going to make a thread base back to about the barb here like we always do. Okay, we'll snip off the tag end here. Alright, couple wraps back farther now. Tail is just a small bunch of natural mallard flank fibers, so I got some here. And we'll measure these up. We want them about the length of the hook shank. If you get them a little bit longer or shorter, it won't be no big deal, especially if you're going to use these for fishing flies. So do a couple pinch loops on them there, wrap forward, and then what we're going to do is cut that extra there till we want our body to end at, like so. Okay, the body's white floss, so I got some single strand white uni floss here. And I'm just going to bring that in under the thread and up around onto my side. So we'll slide that up around like so. Okay, and we want that to come even with where we cut off the tailing material where the body's going to end. So then we'll make a couple wraps back onto that. Set that in the material clip. Alright, next we have our body, and that is, or our rib rather, sorry, and that's another strand of uni floss, single strand of black here for the rib. And I'm going to do the same thing, bring it up around on the thread, but we're going to keep it on the far side this time. And we'll do the same, we'll pull it to the length of the other materials. Couple wraps back onto that, like so. Check that. Okay, we actually got to come back a little farther, folks. Alright, so now I'll stick that in the material clip 2 out of the way. Now we're just simply going to wrap forward and cover up all that material and try to get a smooth base down here for our body. And that white thread just keeps, when you fish the fly and it gets wet, if you use black thread it would probably darken up that white floss a lot, so I use the white to help stop that from happening. Okay, there's our underbody. Okay, next I'm going to take the white floss here and I'm just going to pull on that and just stretch it a little bit here and try to smooth it out with my fingers before I wrap it around. Okay, as we all know, floss can be a little tricky at times, so just take your time. It's never in a big hurry going on here. Okay, and I'm going to turn that around there just to keep checking as I go. Make sure I'm getting a smooth body and as possible. So turn it on the side, as you can see. Just find that easier sometimes to do that. And we'll turn it back up around. And I see my floss has a few frays starting in it, but we can fix that. We'll just trim those errant fibers out once I tie the body down here. Okay, we're going to come up around. And we'll tie that off, a couple wraps around, like so. Snug it up tight. Trim off the excess. Alright, I got a couple of fibers there. The floss frayed on me a bit. We'll just snip those out. It's no big deal. Alright, so we'll tidy that up there a little bit. Okay, next, let's Just trim that. Alrighty. That looks pretty good, folks. Next we're gonna take our rib and we're gonna bring that down around. But first I'm gonna twist this up in a really tight noodle. Twist it clockwise. The ribbing material, because I want to get 4 to 5 wraps in there for the rib at least. So we'll keep twisting that up there. And we'll come around. There's one. Actually, I want to twist that a little more. Okay. There we go. That should be fine. Each time I make a wrap, I twist it a little bit more there. So there's 2. There's 3. And 4. And we'll get one more on this guy here. Alright, then we'll come up around on the next wrap and tie that off. Same as the body, couple wraps. And we'll snug it down tight. Couple in front there. And we'll come in and trim it nice and close. Alrighty. Now we'll tidy that up there in the headspace here. Whoops. Thread broke on me, folks. That happens sometimes. We'll fix that real quick. Actually, it's good timing in a way because we're going to switch to black thread now for the head, so that's no big deal. So I got some black thread here. We're going to, some denville 6/0 black. We're going to switch that up. That's good. Now we're just going to come in and trim off our 2 pieces of thread here. It all happens. Our thread breaks on us once in a while, that's for sure. Happens to all of us. I just don't edit it out when it happens is all. So there's our tail, body, and rib on the gray drake wet fly. Now the throat is simply some soft hen blue dun gray hackle fibers. So if you can use slop hen or soft hen hackle, whichever you have. And I have a hen hackle here, soft hackle, and I'm just going to take some fibers off one side and off the other and put them together for the throat. So I got some off one side. And I'll pull a bunch off for the other side. And I'll simply mix those together here. Keep the tips even. Alrighty. Just like so. And that'll be our throat on the fly. Like so. Now we'll come up. I want that usually to go back to about the verb. We'll put that up against, bring it between my fingers, draw up. Same as you were doing a pinch loop the opposite way. So yeah, I got that a little long, so I want to pull it just a hair. That's better. That's about where I want it, right there, folks. Alrighty, so then I'm just going to come in with my finer point scissors and trim off the excess here. Okay, and we'll tidy up the head space here. So smooth base for their wing. Alrighty. Okay, next is our wing. And the wing is 2 sections of mallard flank fiber. And what you want to do is find a feather. This is not a real good example, but a feather that has good even fibers on each side. And what I do is take a slip from the left side and the right side and put them together. It's one way you can make it. And I showed you in one other video of mine. If you watch it, you can see another way to do the wings. So I have a slip from the right and left side on one of the feathers. And I put them together, and that makes your wing look like so, once you place them together. Now I want that wing to come about halfway on the tail or a little better, so we'll set that on top. And we're going to come around between the fingers with a pinch loop. I'm just going to release the bobbin, check that. Okay, pull down tight, and then we're going to come up, back down again, check it. Then I'm going to make 3 or 4 securing wraps. Make sure it's right on top, that looks good. Okay, and don't worry if the wing splits on you there, because once you start fishing it, it's not going to stay together perfect anyhow. So, alright, now what I'm going to do is come in with my scissors here and trim the excess. Just like so. Alrighty. So now I'm going to move my thread forward just behind the eye here. We're going to wrap back towards the wing to cover up our excess materials from the wings. Just to build a head at the same time here. Okay, that's looking pretty good, folks. May have got the head a tad bit big on this one, but that won't hurt it for a fishing fly. Still looks pretty good. Okay. Alrighty, so now all we got left to do, folks, is a whip finish. And this fly is complete. Except a little bit of resin on the head, so I'll grab my whip finisher here. Actually, I'm going to flatten that thread out a little first. It makes for a smoother head that way. Just flatten it out a bit. Okay, now we'll start right in front of our wing here and do our whip finish towards the eye there. Making a nice smooth head. Okay, and we'll snug that down nice and tight there, seat the knot. Come in and snip off our excess thread. There we go. That looks good, folks. Another size 8 gray drake wet fly. I thought it was a sharp looking fly, pretty cool. First time seeing it, so I had to give it a whirl, and I thought I'd share it with you guys, you folks. And I hope you appreciate watching. Now the last step here is I'm going to take some of my good old solar res bone dry. And we're going to put a coat around here. Give it a nice glossy head. Alright, we'll get a nice coat here. Alrighty, that should be fine, folks. Okay, now grab my light here. Okay. We'll give it a good cure. Just like so. It only takes a few seconds to cure that bone dry resin, so that's fine. Well, there we are. That's a done deal. Just the steps are just a standard wet fly, the way you tie any standard wet fly. Not too complicated if you've tied wet flies in the past. And if you haven't tied any of these before, just give it a go and take your time. One thing about it, if you're just starting to learn to tie a new type of fly, don't ever try to rush. Just take your time. You'll find things will work out better for you that way. So anyway, it's a sharp looking fly, I think, folks, and I hope that you'll give this one a whirl. Now, see if I can get a little close-up for you. Last video I did, my focus sort of screwed up. It did there that time a little, but I think I can fix that for you. Or maybe not, so I'm going to back off. There we go. Okay, this new camera I've had for a while, I'm still learning on it, so bear with me sometimes. Sorry about that, folks, but there we have it. So anyway, I want to thank you all for watching and appreciate it a great deal. And if this is the first time watching one of my videos and you'd like to watch more, don't hesitate to hit that good old subscribe button there. Appreciate that as well. And any comments you have, put them down below, because I always read all my comments. Look forward to hearing from you. And like I always say, until next time, folks, happy tying out there. I'll see you all again soon, and so long for now.